Hey, welcome. How's it going, ladies and gents? Just thought I'd start the video a bit weird. From me to you. How you doing? You okay? Good. Guys, I've got 4 articles today, and I've just done 5, but I was trying to hide my thumb. We've got 4 articles today, all about Kane's Batwoman, BATWOMAN Season 2, what it's setting up, the villains, whether Kane's going to die, like all this stuff, right? And I think you guys will enjoy it. It's fascinating. I will say straight from the off that the source is very questionable. Very, very questionable. But nonetheless, it is still interesting to take a look at, to discuss, just to see really what the general sort of populace believes and what they think that they have with respect to sources. Now, you may have spotted I have a battle axe behind me and also a poster. Yes, I'm going to say it again. For the next 30 seconds, just skip ahead. I'm making a movie. This axe is actually in my film. It's one of the hero weapons of Baldur, a Norse-inspired Conan-esque character. I'm making a high-concept horror fantasy film, basically, with practical effects. I'm writer and director. It's called Black Fields, which is written there. You probably can't see it. You can buy this poster down below in the description box, as well as the GoFundMe link. Now, if you donate $5 or more, you're in for a chance of winning a weapon just like that. I would actually say that the giveaway weapon is better, to be perfectly honest, than the battle axe. It's really, really cool because it doesn't have to be aged and sort of battle hardened and things like this, as it's more of like an ornamental piece as a giveaway. But check it out, guys. I'm trying to make something original. We always complain about remakes, reboots and rehashes, so support something which should appeal to you, I guess. If you like my channel, you'll probably like it, I think, because it's everything which I have been inspired by growing up across the years and everything that I like with respect to media. But that being said, and all that's down below in the description box, but that being said, let's dive into this, right? All of this comes from one place, which is the direct. And I'm just going to say, like, I wouldn't say that they're the most legitimate source in the world, right? I just don't think that they are. But I will say that some of this stuff, I think it definitely could happen as well. So I'm in two minds of whether I just be like, yep, I believe it, you know? Because it's tricky. But basically, a new report suggests that fan favourite Batman villain Jonathan Crane, which is Scarecrow, will set up Ruby Rose's Batwoman replacement. Now, just as an FYI, apparently Batwoman is basically being planned to be killed off in this film, in this series. So with Ruby Rose exiting the CW's Batwoman ahead of its 2nd season, a new report may reveal how her character Kane will be written off the show. So according to the direct, this is where they all come from. Which is like, it's weird that they've just suddenly got all these sources, but again, you know, that's neither here nor there. I can believe that they probably would. Like, how would you have 2 Bat characters just suddenly disappear and give up on Gotham? Batman's done it. Oh, and now Kane's done it. Bit coincidental, isn't it? So anyway, according to the direct, Kane will be killed off in Season 2 of Batwoman, and that will pave the way for the new character, Orion Wilder, that's a woman, to take up the mantle of Gotham's red-headed protector. So, and basically, the context behind it's quite funny, because Caroline Dreiss, who is who's basically the showrunner, right? She came out and said this: we'd thought of doing a soap opera swap out, but then apparently Greg Berlanti said, oh no, we should just reboot the character. And then this is what makes me think, like, if you're going to kill him, why? Because just to also respect everything that Ruby Rose put into Kane, so you're just going to kill her off. This is where I think it may be nonsense, because that's confirmed, right? That's an actual confirmed interview with the showrunner. But it's interesting, isn't it? And then apparently, because obviously they're going to kill off Kane, which is super dumb. I think killing off a character is super dumb, but they're in a tough situation, right? The old phrase, between a rock and a hard place. Because at the end of the day, like, what do you do? What do you do with the character? Where do you go? How do you write them out? You could say that time's passed on and things like that. That's what I would do. Personally, if this was me, and I was having to head up the writer's room for Season 2, I would say, right, 30 years in the future. You get rid of Alice, you get rid of Ruby Rose, right? The Kane's character and her in-universe sister, Alice in Wonderland. 30 years in the future, get rid of them both, because they're like 50 at that point. They clearly can't keep doing all of this. You remove the issue of Alice, a well-liked character, and what would her motivation be? You know, at that point, like, what's her motivation? Well, she's gone, so don't worry about it. And you also remove that whole issue of, well, like, how do you resolve that conflict? Like, the only way Alice had some remote semblance of humanity was because of Kate Kane as a character, Ruby Rose's Batwoman. So they're really going to write themselves in a corner if they don't just skip into the future. But obviously they don't want to do that because they want to keep some of the other characters floating around. But that's how I would do it, personally. But they're choosing to go like a really, really difficult way with it. And I do, like, I think this is a very, very difficult way. Just to say, she's dead. All characters are still there. Super dumb. But apparently, Jonathan Crane will be in it, right? So, industry insider Daniel Richtman told the director that Crane will play into the arc of Kane's successor, which is Orion Wilder, the female replacement for Batwoman. And apparently casting is already underway. Now, that would basically explaining how Crane will introduce the new Batwoman. The site claims that Scarecrow is responsible for the death of Orion Wilder's mother, which spurs her into taking up the mantle. There's also more fuel to the fire that Kate Kane will die in the next run of episodes and leave the door open for Wilder to suit up when she steals Batwoman's suit to take vengeance on Scarecrow. I think that is dumb. Like, and also as well, how are they going to do Scarecrow? Because Scarecrow is traditionally a Batman villain, right? Batman's left. Are they going to have a new Scarecrow? Or are they just going to have Scarecrow as is? I mean, they've already teased Scarecrow because they had the fear toxin in previous episodes. I can't believe I remember this crap about this show. God damn. But that's dumb. That's not smart by any stretch of the imagination. And also as well, like, I get it, in a universe of Gotham, you would have, you know, these villains that are there would definitely murder lots of people and there'd be lots of people floating around. But this Orion Wilder character is apparently an out lesbian that lives down by the river in a van with her plant. That's legit what they've put on the casting call, which is confirmed now by the Hollywood Reporter. Like, how coincidental that she would be massively well trained but wildly undisciplined. Now, highly skilled and wildly undisciplined was what they claimed her to be, which is, that doesn't make any sense anyway. That's just too much of a coincidence that then she would right, oh, he's dead. He's killed my mother. Oh, right, I'm going to take up the mantle now. Just doesn't make sense. There's only so much like suspension of disbelief you can have with respect to these kind of things. I'd just say move it 30 years in the future. They're old. They passed up the mantle. Like a Batwoman Beyond. Do that. That's inventive, isn't it? I think that's better anyway. But apparently we've got an audition tape, right? So apparently there's a screen test for Ruby Rose's replacement on the CW's Batwoman. Has shed some light on the show's new character. And she has ties to the Bat family's past. Apparently. So after the casting call appeared on Reddit for a new character named Orion Wilder, Batwoman showrunner Caroline Dries confirmed the character would be taking the place of Rose's Kate Kane. A now deleted audition tape featured actor Gemma Hendricks auditioning for the role. Interesting. Now, in this role, Hendricks' character appeared to get caught red-handed with Batwoman's costume, thanks to an embedded GPS tracker. The character is approached by two off-camera members of the Bat Team. Who are these then? And then identifies herself as Orion Wilder. Wilder knows Kate Kane as was Batwoman, stating she saw everything that went down and put two and two together, presumably regarding Kane's last moments as the crime fighter. Kane's exact fate isn't revealed, which goes into what we'd previously said, that she might die. Kate was our friend, the off-camera voice said, possibly playing the role of Luke Fox. And we're not about to let someone undo all the good she's done for the city. Oh, God. By rewriting the legacy, our good Lord. I'm not rewriting it, Wilder said. I'm finishing it. Wilder then went on to reveal that Jonathan Crane, aka the Scarecrow, killed her mother, and she wants to adopt the role of Batwoman in order to confront and kill him. Wilder threatened to fight the Bat Team for the suit if they don't let her keep it long enough to finish off Crane. Well, what a virtuous woman. Don't let me steal this. I'm gonna beat you all up. But that isn't that a perfect example of the world we live in today. The team apparently relents as Wilder is next seen in a mock-up of the suit undergoing training as the new Batwoman. Her character is woefully awkward in the role, though, and clearly has to acclimate to the idea of being a superhero. This sounds super lame. Super lame. That sounds just the worst. And then apparently, we're looking to get... Batwoman is circling Riverdale Star for the Ruby Rose replacement, which is Vanessa Morgan. Now, is Vanessa Morgan an out lesbian? Is she part of the LGBTQ community? Because if she's not, they're going against what they'd initially said. Just throwing it out there. There's nothing else to say, to be fair. I think this is a bad decision all round. They just need to cancel it, and I still think they might actually, to be honest. But they seem to just keep doubling down on it. So who knows? They might have secured a budget, so they just want to spend it, which makes sense because obviously showrunners and producers will still want to make some money. And if they've got budget, like of course they would. But like it goes down to the fact of like, do you have no shame? Like, do you have no pride? Because this just sucks. But let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comments. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. I think there's an issue with YouTube today. My YouTube creator app's not working. My YouTube app is not working. So I hope you are getting these videos. I might delay this one to be released a little bit later. I'm recording this quite early in the day, which is why I'm like in a hoodie. It's a bit cold. So just as like a heads up, because I think there is actually, I think YouTube is down at the moment, which is super lame. But I hope you're all well. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Take care.